Good morning friends and welcome to Sharekhan pre-market update. Indian markets after opening flat yesterday saw broad-based selling coming in. However, taking cues from the European markets in the later half which opened positive and built on gains, Indian markets recovered some of its losses, finally ending 67 points down. However, post-market we had couple of important data points which came in Europe. We had UK GDP which contracted by 0.7%, which led to some sort of weakening in most of the European markets, which finally ended flat. We also have the statement coming in from EU that they have agreed to recapitalize most of the Spanish banks, which was a bit positive. However, later on Dow opened on a very positive note, whereas Nasdaq opened down on poor numbers from Apple, which was down drastically. However, markets finally took into stride the poor housing stat numbers, which came in at 8.4%, whereas the overall market was expecting a positive data. The data was slightly negative. This weighed on the dollar index, which went down by 0.5%, and euro gained. So this helped some of the commodities to recop up. Coming back to Indian markets, if we look at the flows, flows were negative from FIIs from second day in a row. We had selling to the tune of 382 crores in the cash markets, whereas DIIs were minor buyers of 10 crores. Now in this overall backdrop, today is the most important FNO expiry and markets are likely to be volatile. Let me call upon Shaival, our derivative expert, to throw some light on how the expiry is looking at, whether we are going to see some sort of bounce back coming in after 4-5 continuous sessions of downfall, or we are going to have some sort of short covering coming into market. Shaival. Hi Shaival, how are things looking at derivative point of view? Are there any indicators which is showing some sort of respite, or you feel that markets could be subdued for another session?
Yeah, good morning. See, what we have seen is that the PCR ratio again has slipped below the mark of 1, and which has been indicating that the positions on the put side has been slowly and gradually being unwinded due to unwillingness of the market participants. Also, what we have seen is that some 1.01 lakh shares were reduced in open interest with a decrease in the cost of carry, which has been also indicating that the traders are booking the profits in their long positions in the market. Now, the rollover up till yesterday's data is around, in Nifty it's around 57%, which is almost in line with the expectation, and which is also indicating that majority of the rollover has been taking part on the longer side. What we have seen is that the implied volatility has decreased by say around 50 to 100 basis point, and we have also seen that a good concentration has been happening in 5100 call and put option and 5200 call and put option for the August series. As well, 5200 call option in the current series has seen a good activity, followed by 5000 strike call and put option.
So can we say that 5200 could act as a major resistance for today's expiry?
Yeah, we can say that this level would act as a major resistance for today's expiry also, and in coming days also 5200 would act as a resistance, because what we have seen is that in the previous trading, or we can say in the previous expiry, or that is of the June expiry, once 5200 was taken off, then we have seen a fresh move on the upside. So that level remains a crucial level to watch on. So market may face selling pressure at higher levels, but if those levels are taken care of on the higher side, then probably further upside can be seen. But unless we are not taking that off, and on lower side, if 5100 is broken, then probably 5000 can be seen, 5050 can be seen.
Great, Shaival. So for today's expiry, 5100 to 5200 could be the range that one could look at for expiry, and probably we could expire somewhere in between. Shaival, any stocks actually that one should watch out for today's expiry?
See, we have identified 3 stocks with negative bias, as the bias for the market is still negative. So one can go short on Apollo Tyre with resistance of 82 rupees 45 paisa. Axis Bank is also looking weak with a resistance of 1043.15, and IOC is also looking negative with the resistance of 271 rupees 70 paisa.
Thanks a lot, Shaival, for your update. Hi. Now let me take you through some of the stocks where there has been news flow which could be used from trading point of view. First such idea is Sesa-Goa. Now there has been a major relief for Sesa-Goa. Sesa-Goa, which is a Vedanta Group company, has received a respite with regards to the ban on iron ore transportation in Goa. Hence, this is a positive news for Sesa and one can long Sesa with probable stop loss of 179 for target of 189 and 193. We have another stock wherein some positive news is coming in, SR Oil. Now SR Oil has planned to shift its power plant from gas to coal based. Now this move is likely to improve margins by $1 per barrel by switching the fuel at its Wadinar refinery in Gujarat. So one can again long SR Oil with stop loss of 50 rupees 85 paise for probable target of 53.5 and 54.5. Suzlon Energy, finally some respite. The company has managed to tie up and raise $281 million in short-term loans. This money would be used to pay off its FCCBs which are maturing on Friday. Hence, one can probably long Suzlon for target of 17.8518 with stop loss of 16 rupees 90 paise. Bajaj Electricals has announced launched of a premier segment of lighting range including LED lights in South India. Now this project will initially start from Hyderabad. Hence once again you can long Bajaj Electricals with stop loss of 181 for probable target of 191 and 195. Now Lupin has filed another ANDA for GSK's $8 billion dry powder inhaler Advair. This is extremely positive news for Lupin and one can long Lupin with stop loss of 574 for target of 600 and 606. And finally we have Polaris Software. Now the company had announced good set of numbers yesterday. Today Uganda based housing finance bank has chosen Polaris for its financial technology to deploy Polaris core banking solution. The bank holds around 60% of all Uganda's mortgage account. So this is a very good deal for Polaris and one can long Polaris with stop loss of 115 for probable target of 122 and 24. So friends, to sum up, today is going to be the FNO expiry day. Volatility is going to be extremely high. We believe expiry could be in the range between 5100 and 5200 and most likely near 5160 zone, which has to be crucially watch out. We have already discussed stocks which one can look at from trading point of view. Thanks and have an extremely good trading session. Thank you.